Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Neil Zaya Chavez back at you. You know what? Today I want to talk about something is basically choose your friends wisely and know that not every homeboy is your friend. And before I even get into that, like I said, I'm gonna get into my shots out. Shots out to J Rich, King Squad TV, this Bronx. These are bridging the gap between the West and the East. They're Boricuas. They do a lot of collabs with Mexicanos on the West Coast. And you know, these guys got real spit. It's not bullshit. It's like real spit. But also shout out to Fly West. You know what I'm saying? They're also bridging that black and brown gap. You know what I mean? They're really doing a lot of things. Go ahead and check them out. Drop the link to Trouble P, another one. SXL Boys, they're doing a lot of shit. To the homie from Santa Maria, Faz and Mark Delgado, 805, you know. I was busted with old boy in placement. But anyways, to Hood Affiliate Clothing, to Javier Juarez, check him out on FB. KTZ Northridge, Blythe Street, Lemon Grove, Eastside San Diego. To the homie from Madera. To the Paisano for Nari, Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, you didn't think they had them anyways. But to Rolling Hill Pines Bluff, Arkansas. And to DJ B-Dope from Azusa. The author right there I heard is blind. So, you know, just go ahead and check it out. But for everybody I named in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and drop their link. But I'm going to just get into it because I ain't going to try to make the video that long. Just basically, I wanted to talk about the fact that not every homie is your homie. And that was proven today. You know, there's a few posts that I've seen. But there's one in particular that kind of had me frustrated because I guess something had happened. And there's two scenarios. One of them I can't really mention. But so what happened is, you know, I guess a guy got rolled up on by a gang of authors and shit, you know, as a homie. And this author was with his gente, so he couldn't really do nothing. And I don't know if the author disrespected him, but, you know, this fool been getting a lot of ridicule over the internet, I guess, because, you know, like putos do nowadays. They want to pull the camera out and record everything. So I guess they got it on camera and about to then jump out. But that's what I want to say, dog. Not everybody is your homeboy, because a real solid homie would know that when you're with your family, you don't do shit like that. You don't jump out and you don't start boxing with motherfuckers if they don't physically touch you. And that just goes to show you that the vatos that you hang around are the ones that you consider your homies and your day ones are bullshit. Because like I said, anybody that really knows how to get down is knows that when you're with your family, homie, it's off limits. If a vato don't physically run up on you and touch you, you just got to let that go. Take one for the team. Fuck it. You know, you chop it up. It's just like if you got packed out. You know, you let it go and, you know, whatever happens in the future happens. But I'm just saying, like, with that situation, it's just like, it was kind of fucked up because there's a lot of vatos on this fool's head over nothing. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, these are vatos that really don't know what the game really consists of. It's like this. You can say whatever you want to say about me in the cut. Maybe you see me with some hyena, you see me with my headphone, and you want to run your mouth. That's cool. You know what I mean? You say what you say, but in the future when I catch you, it's a different story. And that's mostly how vatos handle their business. For the vatos that are ridiculing you over that shit, they should really look within themselves. Or really think about the fact that whoever tried to run up on you was the pussies. If they see you with your family member or with your hyena and they really wanted to push that issue, it's different when you get into a situation where it's a one-on-one, hand fist to cuff. It's different. Even then, it's kind of like whoever ran up on you with your hyena probably really didn't want to fight in the first place. Or even if they ran up on you with your heifer, obviously they didn't want no smoke. Because if they did, they would have waited to catch you by yourself, ran up on you and see what's cracking. But obviously, you know what I'm saying? This is to just to the camarada, like shit like that. If you got vatos really on your head about garbage, fuck them. You know what I mean? They really wasn't your home, because if they're really with the business, they would have went back and honored that. You know what I mean? Okay, you disrespect in front of vatos gente. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But like I said, everything is all positive. So I don't want you to go that route. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to know that not every homie's looking at you on some bullshit. We know how the game really goes. If something happened, you handle your business when you can, and when you can't, you just can't. You know what I mean? So you're the smart one, homie, and the vatos that ran up on you are the pussy. So with that being said, I'm just going to let you go. And that's just basically what I'm saying about not everybody is your homeboy. Nobody that want to push you to a situation to you're with a family member and you got to fight off multiple motherfuckers is not your homeboy. That's a fool that want to see you dead, and he probably was plotting on you from the gate. Or the sucker don't know nothing about what gangs are really consist of, or what gangbanging really consists of. And that's all I'm gonna say on that subject. That's just basically, you know what I mean, about vatos. You know, you got to choose your friends wisely, because it's situations like this that vatos are really try to pressure you to do something stupid, and then instead of doing shit smart, You end up doing something fast because you're tripping. You let that pressure build on you. You end up doing something stupid, and then you're locked up for the rest of your life. And most likely, the vato that was pushing you to do anything, and probably want to get with your hyena, or maybe they've been low key hating on you or something like that. And that's what I'm saying. Not every fucking vato is your homeboy. Anybody that want to see you do negative when or risk your life in a situation to where you're vastly outnumbered, you know what I mean, just to prove a point that you're down for the suit, or you're down for whatever vodka represent, Bloods, Crips, whatever. Anybody push you to run up on 5 or 6 motherfuckers while you're with your gente are not your homeboys. So anybody that, you know, just think about it like this. Anybody that's saying something about that is not your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say you can't. It's the same. That's why I tell vatos about prison. It's the same in prison, dog. Not every vato that bangs that suit is your homeboy. You may see him as a camarada, but you never know what intentions they got towards you. I done seen it happen a million times. You'll see it on here. Vatos that be cool with me, and then as soon as I'm not giving them a shout out, you know, vatos want to try to do that snake shit and low key, you know, act like a broad. But you know, that's all I'm gonna say on that subject. Just know that everybody's not your homeboy, and situation like that just proves it. Another one, vatos were asking me about this shit with the Bulldogs and about green lights, and I'm not gonna get into nothing about no green lights. All I'm gonna say like this: the Bulldogs been, you know, on the outside looking in, and they've been surviving. This is a prime example. I don't know for you vatos that have ever been to Fresno, but if you've been to Fresno, and for the camaradas out there, and this ain't no slighting the homies, because you are vastly outnumbered. When it comes to Fresno County, I mean, when it comes to Fresno, that's them. You know what I mean? There's no vodka. There's nothing bigger than Fresno Bulldogs in Fresno. Everybody, they got cousins and sisters and uncles. It's generations over generations over generations of the vatos. So as far as like, you know, whatever happens, I'm just gonna be honest, they're gonna weather anything. You know what I mean? They're gonna be able to weather it. Even in prison, they didn't put them on the same yards as us. They kept them, you know, in only certain prisons. So as far as that, I'm just gonna tell you, they're gonna weather whatever, because their city, they're entrenched in there. So to go to Fresno and try to move anything is kind of like, you know, unless you stupid, you'll avoid that. But yeah. So about that green light shit, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna say that the Bulldogs have been in their city a long time, and they're entrenched, and to try to uproot them is like nearly fucking impossible, and probably impossible. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But another thing was you know, about a lot of us on this shit with Dopey, young Dopey, and he spoke the truth, dog. You know, there's some authors that's like so disrespectful about it. The fact, if you never been to prison, homie, then you probably don't know. Or if you never been in the hole, you probably don't know. But the way shit goes, homie, it's all respect. Everything is just straight respect. As long as you conduct yourself a certain way, you're good. You know, if you try to act wild and go against the grain, you're gonna get smashed. So as far as like him taking anything from the Northerners, I don't know if you know, but in the hole, even with the pesetas, if they ain't got nothing to read, vatos will slide them a book. It doesn't make you less of a man to look out for another motherfucker. It's like the rules of the game is, if the sales don't rack and you can't get your hands on a motherfucker, you leave him alone. All that wolfing through sales, you know, I know there's a lot of, you know, younger fools and some older cats that never been around, never been nowhere than camp babies their whole life. It's a thing about respect, homie, and that about the young Dopey kept it real. That's just how it goes. For the camaradas that might have a misunderstanding of exactly what the penitentiary consists of, you're gonna go to prison and you're gonna find out a lot of ways that you thought and that you still think is gonna be totally wrong. Everything is about respect. You don't have no wild ass youngsters or no wild ass dirtbags running around on the yard just doing whatever they want. For the most part, everybody falls in line. You're gonna continue to fall in line. That's just the way it is. So, you know, kick all that. If you ever go to the pen, and hopefully you don't, because it just ain't for you no more. But if you go to the pen, drop all that shit of what you think you know. Go in there with a clear mind and just soak up game. You know what I mean? That's all you do. Soak up game. Keep away from the dope fiends, but soak up game, and then you'll get a raw idea of exactly what penitentiary consists of. Why you think some authors go out backwards? Because they thought something totally different than what happened, and then they go in and they get wrecked. You know what I mean? So avoid that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm talking about not everybody's your homeboy, and I'm telling you for a fact, homie, if you don't open your eyes and you go to prison, you're gonna find out real quick that not every motherfucking homeboy that represent that double S is your motherfucking homeboy. Certo. And that's all I'm gonna say to you. Just learn to weed out the weak, and necessarily don't even hang with the strong. Just do your own thing. In life, you gotta do your own thing. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So much respect to young dopey, much respect to any homie that really got his head on his shoulder and really trying to do something positive, and understand, like I said, to the youngsters and homies, not everybody is gonna be your homie, and that's just something you just gotta get used to. And on that note, I'm your boy Zod. I had other shit to say, but I thought I needed to cover that because I seen a lot of ridicule of certain homies on the internet, like just straight lame shit, getting on fools, but acting worse than an amiga. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. And you about to enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll be back at you. On that note, don't trust everybody. Ladies.